welcome back to my channel. In today's video, this is long overdue. I know you all see me posted a video about a week ago or two about me going for my OSCE exam. This video is long overdue for an update. So the results are in, and did I pass? Yes, I passed my exam and I'm super excited because, as you know, in the previous video I would have mentioned, sometimes you do get a little nervous, that little exam jitters and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, the important thing is not to let that get the better of you. All right, so basically I would have done the objective structured clinical examination for nurses. I did the one for adult nursing because I just basically studied for registered general nursing, so I did the one for adult nursing and I've passed, and I really thank God for helping me to keep me calm, help me to prepare, and give me the strength and all of the courage that I needed to succeed in this exam. All right, so for those who want to know what this exam is all about, basically this is a practical exam that is required in the UK to test your ability, basically to see that you're able to competently apply your professional knowledge as a nurse in the clinical setting. So that's basically what it is about. All right, now this exam is made up of 6 stations currently. API, which is assessment, planning, implementation, and evaluation. So basically you get a scenario which you carry through from assessment onto evaluation, and then you are required to do 2 skills, all right, from a list that they have. All right, I think presently there are about 10 skills, so you're required to do 2 skills presently. Now there are going to be some changes, I think, come next year April. I haven't really read so much on those changes as yet, so anyone who is watching this video from here onwards who is desirous of coming to the UK and stuff like that, you're gonna have to make sure that you go on to the Nursing and Midwifery Council website, that's the NMC for the UK, and to check to see what updates they would have made and what are the changes moving forward into next year. All right, so basically persons may ask, what advice would you give to persons who have this exam, or what tips would you give to persons who are going to do this exam? It is pretty much like, to be honest, I really dreaded this exam based on stuff that I would have heard about it and stuff like that. So it's normal for you to have some preconceived ideas of what the exam is going to be like and stuff like that, but technically the format of the exam is going to remain the same. All you have to do is just ensure that you are prepared for the exam. All right, me coming from the Caribbean, basically nursing is the same, but policies and procedures and paperwork and stuff like that is going to differ based on where you work. All right, no, so this is a practical exam, as I said. So the main focus is to ensure that you practice as much as possible. First of all, yes, it is normal to be nervous, right? But the problem is where you let the nervousness gets the better of you, that you're not able to function at all. All right? When I'm nervous, that nervousness is like within me to let me know that I need to push forward. I need to do what I need to do to relieve the anxiety and stuff like that, which is to be prepared. All right, so it is normal to be nervous, but try to stay calm and don't let this nervousness get the better of you. Still be able to maintain that courage, that composure, and everything that you need to, in order to, so that you be able to read and to to do your practice and stuff like that. Key is also read. Right now, coming from the Caribbean or other countries outside of the European Union, yes, you may not be familiar with certain things. So then the key is to read. That's the only way you're going to become familiarized, or to basically know what is expected of you and stuff like that. So the key, another key, as I said, read. And then with all of that reading, if you don't put it into practice, then it is equally useless. This is a practical exam, so you're gonna need to practice. Whether it is that you're gonna get a little doll at home, or if you're in the workplace, if you have access to any mannequin, or if you have other members in your household that you can practice on and stuff like that. This is a practical exam, so you just put into practice what you would have been reading and trying to, you know, remember through the preparation for this exam. So basically that's 3 of the tips that I have that I can give to you. And also, please don't overdo it. Ensure that you're getting enough rest and enough sleep throughout the time, because at the end of the day, if you become exhausted and you're too tired, then you can't function. So at the end of the day, you still need to ensure that you are resting, eating well and stuff like that. This will definitely help you to concentrate and stuff like that. During my preparation, I realized that I was a little bit lethargic and easily tired. So what I did, I started taking some iron tablets, because I realized that I wasn't taking any supplements for quite a bit of time. All right. Now, in order to come to UK to work as a nurse, there's a process involved, which I won't necessarily go through in this video, because it is, I wouldn't say it's very long, it's not very tedious, but it would be too much for this one video. All right, but basically, there's a process which you can also get this information from the Nursing and Midwifery Council website. All right, and also sometimes there are agents that you can also make contacts with, who will be able to guide you through the process. Because it's not to say that you can't do this by yourself, but sometimes when you're doing it by yourself, it might be a little bit overwhelming. All right, so as it relates to examinations, there are 2 parts to the examination. First, there's a computer-based test. I may be looking down because I'm looking at my little notes. All right, so this is a computer-based test, which is a multiple choice test, and this exam is accessible in many countries around the world. So depending on where you are, if it's not in your country, sometimes it is in another country close by to you. So that's one of the steps as it regards exam preparation. And then when you get here in the UK, that is when you are required to do the practical part of the examination, because there are only 3 test centers currently, which is Ulster University, Oxford University, and University of Northampton. I went to the University of Northampton. I think basically the location may be depending on where you are located in the UK when you arrive. I'm not so sure what determines that, but I'm just saying. All right, also depending on where you're coming from, you may be required to prove your English language proficiency. I think, like, if English is not your first language, you may be required to do an English language test, which they call it either IELTS or OET, I think, basically. But because I'm from the Caribbean, where English is my first language, I would have been trained in English, and I would have worked basically all my nursing years in countries where English is the first language. I was not required to do an English test prior to coming here. But as I said, depends on where you are from. If English is not your first language, if you're not trained in English, if the countries where you have worked, English is not your first language, you may be required to do or to prove your English language proficiency. All right. In other videos, I will be more than willing to discuss other aspects of the process. What would be helpful though is if persons would indicate exactly what they would want to know about, you know, rather than me just putting out random information, which I will do from time to time with some random stuff. But if persons specifically want to know about certain aspects, you can be sure to just indicate in the comment section below what exactly you'd want to know about. But basically, this is one of the most important thing that you need to know about coming here, that, you know, the requirements, because every country that you go to work, they will have their own requirements that you will need to fulfill in order to work there. All right, so that's that for this video in a nutshell. All right. Just a word of encouragement that, once you are determined, or once you set your mind to succeed in certain things, no matter what, you may have challenges along the way. It doesn't matter. You just need to just press and keep your eye on the prize, keep focused, and you can do it. Because not to say that I didn't have challenges or I didn't have hiccups. My close friends and family can tell you that have had quite a bit of hiccups and challenges throughout the whole process and stuff like that. What should have taken probably about 6 to 7 months probably took over a year for me and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you know what you want, so you don't give up easily. All right, and the same thing with the preparation for the exam. You may hear a lot of people telling you, oh, it is hard, it is this, it is that, but hey, you can do it. You have to just tell yourself that you can do it no matter what. All right, so as I say, once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can definitely share this video with your friends, family, whoever you feel would benefit from some of this information that I'm sharing here today. Information is key, so once I have information that I know that can help somebody else, I am more than willing to share this information with you. All right, so until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.